Hi, and welcome back. My name is Deneen. You can call me D. I'm an astrologer and I teach people the psychology behind marketing. And today we're actually going to be diving into a collective read. Okay, this is for the full moon in Libra. And we're going to see for ourselves what's happening and what's going on. Okay, so let's dive right into it. We're going to start off with the karma cards. You guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're tuning in from. And now today, you guys, this moon is coming with a lot of energy, so I've kind of been biding my time. But let's see what's happening for the full moon in Libra, what's happening for my collective, what's happening for the full moon in Libra. We have the second house here. Okay, the second house. All right, so I do see you guys having a focus on your finances, and this can also be with you guys. There could be the strength of your body could be increasing. Okay, what's happening for this full moon in Libra? Mars in the second house. Okay, so a lot of you guys are thinking about things that you need to do when it comes to what you want to build, like the money that you want to have long term, the things that you want to have long term in general. When it comes to your finances and what your income looks like, you could be rethinking how you're doing your resources or how you're allocating your resources. Some of you guys here, you could actually be dealing with having to take action when it comes to the strength of your body. Like if you've been feeling weak, or if you recently got over a sickness or a cold, you can be dealing with getting the strength of your body back. Okay, what's happening for my collective for the full moon in Libra? What's happening for my collective for the full moon in Libra? Okay, we also have Sagittarius and we also have Scorpio. Okay, so the actions that you guys take is actually going to be very transformative. Okay, there can be a big switch or a big transformation that you're seeing when it comes to your resources in general. And this is not just money. This can be people, places, and things. Your resources are about to do a big jump or a big leap. Okay, we also have Pisces here. Yeah, an opportunity is presenting itself and is giving you time for you to build yourself up to where you feel like you need to be, for you to take it on in its totality. So something might be presented to you that can help you make money, increase your finances, and it might be something that's slow building, like you have to put work towards it. But in the next, I'm getting summertime. Okay, so this can be in August, July. You guys could be seeing the full return of that. But as of right now, there's actions that you're taking with your resources, your finances, okay? And you're seeing a lot of turnaround that's going to take place from the things that you're doing with this, okay? What's happening for the full moon in Libra? What's happening for the full moon in Libra? What's happening for the full moon in Libra? For my collective. What's happening for the full moon in Libra? For my collective. What's happening for the full moon in Libra? For my collective. Ancestors, spirit guides, what's happening for the full moon in Libra? For my collective. The moon here in reverse. Okay. And we also have the Four of Cups. What's happening for my collective? We have the Eight of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Six of Wands upright. Okay, so because there's something that you guys have been facing when it comes to your finances or your financial stability, there is a turnaround that's happening, but this is coming from you seeing something that was in your blind spot. So you could have been holding yourself back with actions that you could take because you simply didn't know what the next thing to do was, okay? But you're about to see a big turnaround when it comes to that, because we have the Six of Wands here. So I do feel like you guys, you're getting the victory that you wanted, and it's coming with a lot of recognition behind, with the moon being here and the Four of Cups being here, options that you might have been closed off to that you weren't seeing previously before, okay? What's happening for my Libras? What's happening for my collective for the Libra moon? What's happening for my collective for the Libra moon? What's happening for my collective for the Libra moon? Okay, before we even freaking did the cards, okay? We have the Ace of Swords and we also have the King of Pentacles. As I said, there's clarity and there's breakthrough. You're getting an offer, okay? This can be very lucrative for you, but it might not be as lucrative as you want it to be initially, all right? You're getting the things that you need for you to do what it is that you need to do with it, okay? But moving forward, this is something that you can build upon, all right? So it's not a end all be all as soon as you get it, but you have to work your way up to it, because we have Taurus and Pisces that showed up here. So this is something that you have to really very much build up, okay? So it's not automatically falling in your lap, but it's something you have to build up towards. There's an opportunity, okay, for you. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse, and then we also have the Ten of Wands in reverse, and then we also have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So I do feel like, you guys, there could have been a misunderstanding when it comes to somebody who was giving you an offer, somebody who wants to give you an offer, all right? You could be taking on a lot of things when it comes to the responsibilities that you need to do, taking a lot of actions, and there's a, what is that called, a reprieve that you're getting ready to receive. So if you haven't been able to rest, you're going to be able to rest, okay? As I say that, Ten of Swords here in reverse, there's some recovery that's happening from actions previously taken before. So you could have been taking actions to fix something in regards to your resources, okay? Could have been taking actions to fix something in regards to you and the movement of your body, okay? And some of you guys, there's something that you're dealing with. I don't know if for you guys, this can be something that it feels like when it comes, or when the strength of your body is affected, that you can't take action as much as you want to, or like your action is limited, okay? Because we have the Ten of Wands here, but we have it in reverse, and on this card in this specific deck, it talks about mockery. So I do feel like, you guys, you could have been feeling like there's something dealing with the strength of your body, or how your body is. You could have been feeling like not as confident because you were going through something with either the strength of your body, as I said, or something in specific to deal with your health. For some of you guys, this is to do with your core. Like, I don't know what that is, okay? Your core, all right? So the midsection of your body is something to do with that, okay? What's happening for this full moon in Libra? We also have the Two of Swords here in reverse, okay? So you guys, there can be a decisiveness that's coming in, because with this Ten of Swords here in reverse, there's a recovery that's happening, and you guys actually might have an advantage when it comes to what it is that you want to get done, all right? It's different for everybody, but what it is that you want to get done. For some of you guys, this can be in regards to business, or something you want to start with business, okay? For others of you guys, this can be a project in specific that you want to get off the ground. And then for others of you, this is strictly pertaining to your body, or something pertaining to your health, okay? What's happening for my Libra, Sun, Moon, and Risings? Okay, we have the Queen of Cups here. You're getting ready to receive and have your cup filled up again. As I said, you've been taking a lot of action, okay? And so as a result of that, you're going to have time to sit down. You guys are going to have the breakthrough that you want. It's just not going to be the end all be all when you finally get it. This is taking a period of, I'm getting 3 to 4 months for this to fully pan out the way that you want it to pan out. And it's going to be a great pan out, okay? But it's just something you have to work towards. What's happening for my collective with the Libra moon? What's happening for my collective with the full moon in Libra? What's happening for my collective with the full moon in Libra? We definitely have a win-win outcome. It's forecast. Stop playing with me. Okay? We have the full moon in Libra, and then we also have work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. For you guys to enter into these partnerships and really be in these relationships that are really actual mirrors, okay? Because yes, a mirror can be a mirror, but there are some people who can be delulu, okay? And not in a good way, okay? So you guys, there is a releasing that has to happen before you enter into these partnerships. For some of you guys, these can be actual contracts or agreements that you're going to be signing off on. For some of you guys, this is not this month. This is actually going to be about 6 to 8 weeks from freaking now, okay? More towards Gemini season. But a lot of you guys, you're getting reciprocity when it comes to things being reflective of you. But there's something you have to release and let go. And for a lot of you guys, I'm feeling that it could be this overworking energy that's here. For some of y'all, it is to do with what you're doing and what you want to get done in regards to your resources. For others of you in specific, there is something that you need to release and let go when it comes to how much you're taking on, because it could be affecting your health or how your body is feeling when you're going throughout your day, going throughout your routine, okay? And you might not think it's as serious, okay, but because you're used to dealing with it, or you might be comfortable, okay, when it comes to the circumstances that create this. But there is a change that needs to happen, something that you need to release. What's happening for this full moon in Libra? What's happening for this full moon in Libra? What's happening for this full moon in Libra? I heard somebody's gonna get stung. Okay, so I don't know if there's a decision that's being made between two people, or if there's a decision that's going to be happening. Yeah, okay. We have balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces. Okay, and we had it like this. So I do very much believe that somebody is going to get stung. Specifically, you have to release one thing in order for you to get, some of you, all right, have to release one thing in specific, like one person, place, or thing, in order for you to get over to this next side that you want to be on. Okay, we have a cardinal sign here, a fixed sign, and a mutable sign. All right, so what that's telling me is whatever you're initiating in regards to these agreements and these partnerships, it's going to be fixed in regards to the shared resources that happen and come in. However, with Pisces showing up here, there is, okay, for you guys, Saturn is in Pisces, okay, there is lessons and a lot of restrictions that have been put, okay, on empathy, all right, the lymphatic system. So for some of you guys, you could be feeling things going on with your bones. There might not be as much lubrication, okay, in between your bones, all right, especially when you're wearing, if you carry heavy things, or you carry a lot of heavy things, that can wear down on you, all right, if you're into a job with heavy lifting. And going back to the message, okay, Pisces being here, there's something that needs to dissolve in order for something new to sprout. Okay, we have two water signs that is here, one fixed and one mutable. So for me, that's saying that this emotion, some of you guys might have deep held emotions, some of you guys might have deep held things to do with how it is that you interact with people, because Scorpio talks of Mars, right? How it is that you interact with people, how it is that you assert yourself. And something about this is going away as you're entering and you're learning something completely different and new, okay, about the way that we communicate with each other, but also too the inner and outer duality that exists, okay? So I do feel like some of you guys could be actually matching up with people that you might be hesitant to match up with, or you might be unsure of how this is going to go, but it's actually going to have a good outcome to it. A lot of how we relate and how we're communicating with each other is changing up, and it's changing up for the better, okay? What's happening for my Libra? What's happening for the full moon in Libra? We have you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. So all of the freaking water signs, all right. There's something to be birthed here. All the water signs show up, and we have Libra. There's something to be birthed here, and this is balancing out for a lot of you guys. This can be balancing out your life, but where Libra isn't specific in your chart, this could be very much giving the balancing act to it. All the water signs here, something is most definitely being birthed. Okay, and it's from these agreements, these partnerships, these contracts that are coming in for you guys. And with these shared resources, it's feeling like it's going to be long term. Okay, it's going to be long term. Cancer, the last card out here, this is freaking foundational. Okay, we just got over Pluto in Capricorn. This is freaking foundational, where everything that was accumulated and everything that was built had to be destroyed and rebirthed. Okay, and in Cancer season, you guys will be seeing a whole lot of changes. Cancer actually makes a quincunx, okay, to Aquarius, all right, where Pluto is sitting now. So there might be some frustration that others may be feeling at this time, 3-4 months from now, as you have to make these decisions, as you have to initiate these things, okay? What's happening for the full moon in Libra? We have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. There's something that's being released. The road is being cleared in order for these foundations and these resources to push you guys to impact. I'm going to say that again. In order for this to push you guys to impact. So a lot of you guys, where it is that you are now, or where it is that you're living now, you could be actually making a move or making a relocation as you're getting ready to impact other people. All right, because we have a disseminating moon and we also have Cancer, where the moon would of course be very, very strong. Okay, and specifically emotions. All right, so I do feel like for you guys, the way that you emotionally feel or how you may be using your emotions in your immediate environment, they have different plans for where they're going to place you. For some of you guys, this is not outside of where it is that you live, but this can be in new places that you haven't visited where you're at. And these people who are going to be around you are going to be helping you make this impact, okay? So what's happening for this full moon in Libra? We're going to get the last card, you guys, and then we're going to roll the dice, okay? What's happening for this full moon in Libra? What's happening for this full moon in Libra? What's happening for this full moon in Libra for my collective? We have, it's time to release negativity. Come on. Come on. Full moon in Scorpio. So we have the new moon and then we also have the full moon. So the time to release negativity. Whatever it is that you felt like you couldn't let go of, or something might have been holding you back, okay? When it comes to how your partnerships were set up, or how it is that you were relating to people publicly, or specifically in social spaces, places, okay? A lot of this is going to be let go as something new is completely taking its place. We have the new moon and we have the full moon in Scorpio. All right, so what is starting or what needs to be birthed is very much fixed, okay? And it's not just you who's benefiting, but it's other people who are involved who are also benefiting with you, okay? What's happening, okay, for the full moon in Libra? What's happening for the full moon in Libra for my collective? We have the 9th house. We also have Scorpio, and then we also have Pluto. What's happening is a powerful change up in how it is that you view the world, how it is that your perspective is, how it is that you're learning, okay? For a lot of you, your perspective or the perspective that you had could have been something. When it comes to Pluto talks about reproduction, and then Scorpio being here. So some of you guys have already come of age. You could be in your 30s, specifically early 30s, 31, 32, okay? But a lot of you guys, how you view the world or how you view sharing your resources, putting your resources together is going to change up very drastically from this growth that's getting ready to take place for you. It's not something that's small. It's very impactful, but it might not look like that to other people, and there's a reason why, okay? 9th house and Scorpio here, the sharing of a perspective. If you haven't found anybody who has a view similar to yours when it comes to what you want to create or what you want to make, this is coming in, all right? And it's heavy, okay? It's heavy, so you guys could be being in a lot of environments where you are socializing, but in specific, there could be people who are going to catch your eye, okay? In specific, there's going to be people who are going to catch your eye, like, oh yeah, I have to talk to this person. I should be over there talking and speaking to this person. It's very, very serious, okay? Very, very serious. I'm going to pull a little bit more with this, and then we're going to... Alright, guys, so we're going to go in with the last deck right here, okay? Just to close out the message, all right? I know I said we was going to close it with the dice, but no, all right? And again, you guys, if I didn't say it in this video, because there's a lot going on today, that this is the main idea. We are going to be bringing the main idea back, all right? If we're going to be doing it for individual signs, you guys, I'm going to try, but the way my schedule is looking like, girl, you better do collective, okay? So we're going to go in with these last couple of messages, and we're going to see what's happening for this full moon in Libra. Okay, we have the 8 of Wands here in reverse, and we also have the 7 of Wands here upright. So a lot of people are going to be getting at you, coming at you, because something is about to be revealed. So I don't know if you guys, how it is that you are going after a goal, how it is that you're going after something. It could actually be a little bit like behind the scenes, or it could be a little bit hidden, how it is that you're taking action towards something. But actually, when you bring it out, or when you introduce this to people, a lot of people are going to like it. Okay, we have the 2 of Swords here. So there's no opposition behind this, okay? But there's very much a decisiveness that's happening with people who are wanting to go towards what it is that you have. What is it that this person has, okay? What's happening with this full moon in Libra? What is it that this person has? What's happening with the full moon in Libra? For my collective ancestors. What's happening with the full moon in Libra with my collective? We have the Magician card. Things are coming together the way that they're supposed to. So if there's different elements to something that you're trying to make happen in real life or in real time, they're coming together the way that they're supposed to. A lot of people are actually going to be on whatever it is that you're producing, making, sculpting. Okay? What's happening for this full moon in Libra for my collective? What's happening for this full moon in Libra? We also have the Two of Pentacles here in reverse. So things are coming together for you just fine. If you have been juggling a lot of things and you felt like everything wasn't where it was supposed to be, it's going to be there, all right? And actually a lot of your actions, all right, and things that you were passionate about, you haven't seen the full circle moment when it comes to this, but it's about to come together for it to happen, all right? What's happening? This full moon in Libra. Hello, the sun. And then we also have the giveaway dance, okay? Reciprocity when it comes to your work, polygamy. Okay, so there could be a lot of people who are going to be crowding you. You could be, I'm getting like you're in a place as like people are just around you. People are just around you talking, just whole lot of lip smacking. So I do feel like you guys, you're going to be very happy with what's coming in for you. It's very reciprocal to you, but also with the polygamy card being here, okay? It does say polygamy on there. I ain't making that up, alright? With the polygamy card being there could be a lot of people who are wanting to get into your business, who are wanting to get to know you, okay, wanting to get close to you, but this is actually something good that's happening for you, okay? And with the giveaway dance being here, this is a gift that's being given to you, okay, because of work and actions that you have done. So something is going to be revealed to you, hello, and it's for good reason that you accept this, okay, and you make the decision to accept this because a lot of things are going to come together right after. So this can be a partnership in general you guys are being asked to accept, or a partnership that's going to be showing up for you that you're being asked to accept and showing you a whole lot more about who it is that you are or who it is that you've always been, okay? So if you like this and this resonated with you, make sure you hit the like button down below. And if you don't ever want to miss out on any of our astrology videos, go ahead and hit subscribe and the notification bell so you're always notified. I love and appreciate you guys all the time. And I will be seeing you guys next time. Bye!